Welcome. We'll be doing a healing meditation today. Sit comfortably with an upright spine, and you can be on a chair or a kneeling bench or cross-legged. And the purpose of sitting upright is we want the energy to be able to flow upward within us to this point between the eyebrows. So let's begin by just taking a moment to tense and relax the body 3 times. Inhale, and you can vibrate the body with life force and throw the breath out. And do it to a point that's comfortable for you. Again, vibrate the body with life force and throw the breath out. And one more time. Inhale, vibrate the body with life force and throw the breath out. So during this healing visualization, I may refer to the mouth of God. If you take your fingers and kind of press in at the top of the neck, right where the neck meets the skull. If you tilt your head back just a little, you'll feel it kind of a hollow of the skull or the neck right there. That's called the mouth of God, or the medulla oblongata. It's the most metaphysical point in the body. And Paramhansa Yogananda said if you could see it, you would see a beautiful comet of energy coming into each and every person. Christ referred to it as the mouth of God when he said, "Man does not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth from the mouth of God." So proceedeth from the mouth of God, from that comet, into the body. We are fed by that light. He also referred to this point between the eyebrows, what we also call the spiritual eye. He referred to it as the single eye. He said, "The eye is the lamp of the body. If thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light." So we could think, well, is full of light or fed by the light? So we're going to be working with these today in our meditation. So take a moment to feel that. Just, you can even run your hand up. Just feel like your hand is magnetic, bringing your attention here. And just for a moment, think Om, 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 or Amen to this point. And then know that you are being fed by the light as we begin our prayer. So this prayer is calling on the masters of India and on Jesus Christ. Just listen along respectfully or pray according to your heart. But invoking that divine light is the most important part of divine healing that we'll be practicing today. It puts a beautiful aura of light around you, a protective light as we open ourselves to these divine energies. So pray along with me. Divine Mother, Heavenly Father, dearest friend, beloved God, Jesus Christ, Babaji Krishna, Lahiri Mahashaya, Swami Shri Yukteswarji, beloved Guru Paramhansa Yogananda, saints of all religions, we bow at your feet. Bless us today. Bless this healing meditation. Flow through us, body, mind, and soul. Lord, give us thyself, that we may give thee to all. Om, peace. Amen. Now let's sit comfortably and gently watch the breath for a moment. Just gently feel it going in and out the nose. And then we will chant a beautiful chant called Reveal Thyself. Reveal Thyself, and I'll take you into a Reveal Thyself meditation. Reveal thyself, 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 reveal And let's sit upright and call to God from this doorway like a beacon of loving light. Reveal thyself, reveal thyself. And in the calling, feel that the answer is already coming. As Christ said, knock and the door shall be opened unto you. Seek and ye shall find. So in the very seeking, in the very calling, the answer will come. But first focus here, reveal thyself, reveal thyself. And after several minutes of that, we'll then listen for the response in the heart center. Prayer is calling to God, talking to God. And meditation is listening in the heart. So breathing quietly, first feeling just the cool air going in and out the nostrils, letting it calm you. And then within, mentally call to God from this point, reveal thyself, reveal thyself. Prayer is the talking to God, and then the meditation is listening for God's response in your heart. So right now, focus on that beacon of light calling to God with loving energy. As Christ said, seek and ye shall find. So in the very calling, reveal thyself, reveal thyself. The answer must come. And call with a loving longing, reveal thyself, reveal thyself, reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. And you can do this inwardly. In the beginning, you can whisper it aloud like I'm doing if it helps you focus. But then take it silently within. Reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. Reveal thyself. So do that inwardly for several minutes and then begin to open the heart. Feel the response of God's presence and blessings and love in your heart. So be feeling in your heart for God's response. You may feel peace or calmness or a sense of love or joy in the heart, but take a moment to focus on the heart center for now. You can even think of it as a glowing light. Feel that your heart is a shrine of light receiving God's love. And that shrine of light is sending light all throughout your body. And the light is going up the spine to this point, and all the way down to the tailbone. You are a beautiful being of light. And that shrine of light is growing in your heart. You can think of a beautiful lotus, radiant lotus with emerald green, lumescent leaves and beautiful pink petals that are also shining with light. And that light is going up to your throat center and traveling all the way up to this point. Feel that it's blessing you with that upward moving energy of light. And you just stay here, because when you're ready, God will take it here. We don't focus on the crown center, we focus here, because the doorway goes from the spiritual eye to the crown. So we just focus here. Let this light grow. If the eye is the lamp of the body, if thine eye be single, thy whole body shall be full of light. Feel this light blessing you and healing you now. And you can put your hands out receptively like this. Feel that you're receiving the blessings of Divine Mother and of God, Christ Guru. If you're facing something in your life, feel the presence of Christ before you and have Him touch your hands, filling you with light. You are a being of light. You are a divine child of the infinite. Receive that loving blessing for all your concerns. Feel that Christ and the healing angels are blessing you in any area of need at this time. Feel that Christ is pouring beautiful living water over you as a spiritual baptism, washing away any concerns of the past. They are no more. Just be blessed in a waterfall of healing light. You can feel that that waterfall is entering here and blessing your whole body. It's blessing your whole being, body, mind, and soul. with this light all around you. You can gently rub the hands together and put them out again to receive the healing power of Om into body, mind, and soul. Om. 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 There's a beautiful singing Om we can do at this time too. Feel that it's just blessing you as a wave. Om. 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 Now sit for a moment, receiving these blessings, and then we will share them as well. For as Christ said, it's more blessed to give than to receive. But to receive these sacred blessings is indeed a high blessing. So receive it for a moment, treasure it. And again, as we get ready to send out blessings, I remind you that the infinite source of divine light and love is blessing you at all times. From this mouth of God, it's coming into you. So as we send out energy, you will not be depleted, because we're being a willing instrument to send through us to those in need. So we'll start by just sending out a general blessing and prayer for all those in need. And if you want to augment that sense that the divine is flowing through you, you can think of Christ or Yogananda standing behind you, sending light through you. You can tune into that, or tune into that infinite source that's coming through you and out through your hands. So we'll begin by just chanting Om, just sending blessings around the world to whoever's heart is turned upward in receptivity to divine blessings at this time. Om. Om. Again, feel yourself blessed, receive. As Yogananda would say, the instrument is blessed by what flows through it. Feel that blessing. And in a moment, we'll send blessings to individuals that you may be concerned about. So we'll do a very simple prayer first. You picture in your mind, or if you have a photograph of the person in front of you, either way, call that person to mind who needs specific healing. And remember, we're filling the person with light. We're not trying to chase away the darkness. The same way when we send out those prayers all around the world, we're sending blessings and light. We're not trying to chase the darkness. So you don't have to focus on what's wrong. Just think, well, it obviously needs more light, so let's send more light. So call to mind the person, and do it one at a time, whoever you're thinking of. Call to mind this person in the simplest prayer, but when you're in this blessed state, we can just hold up the hands, think of that person, And with your mind's eye, think of them surrounded in light. And know, again, you're being fed by that infinite light. You're being a willing instrument. First, think of them surrounded in light. Think of them as having that inner temple of light. And their chakras are shining like jewels within them. And we're just sending extra light for any areas that may have need. And now, holding that picture of the light, will now send Om to this person, whoever you're thinking of. Send Om. 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 And you can, as those, with your hands, creating a magnetic, beautiful halo or aura of light around them. And let's send Om again. Om. 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 And rest a moment. And now in your heart, you can think of anyone at all, if you want to do several. Sometimes in our prayers we might end with everyone calling to mind. And I'll lead you through the Divine Mother prayer, but we'll also leave a link for a deeper instruction of it. But a way to end a group meditation could be this way of using Divine Mother prayer. So call to mind all those in need, and you can mentally say their names if there's several, like you might for a family or a group of friends, etc. So do that for a moment. Just think of them in the light. And then we'll invoke the presence of the compassionate Divine Mother to say a healing prayer for the whole group. Divine Mother, Thou art omnipresent. Thou art in all Thy children. Thou art in these ones. Manifest Thy healing presence in their bodies, in their minds, and in their souls. Rub the hands. Hold up the hands to send Om. 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 Let's end with the singing Om for the whole world. Om. 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 Amen. 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 Om. Peace. Amen. And whenever you're done praying, that simple bow is a way of giving it all back to God. You bow the head and give it all back to God.